Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Formosa Fantasy and Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Now this year it's gonna be a bang. We're gonna do everything. We're gonna reinvent ourselves. We're gonna level up. We're gonna take care of our skin. We're gonna, get into that shape. Listen, 2024 is our year. We're gonna thrive. We're gonna succeed. We're gonna make the money. We're gonna do everything this year. Alright, so today's video I'll be giving you a facelift or a makeup hack, or I don't know how to call it yet, but I'm gonna giving you some tips on how to get a facelift without actually doing surgery. We're just gonna be using makeup and some techniques to look younger. So if you're like over the age of 30 and you want to look younger and have more youthful face and a snatched face like the models and stuff like that, just go ahead and continue to watch.
I've been making moves like a ninja. I could play it cool like I'm winter. I can make it rain like a cash tsunami. You wanna slip and slide, we can.
So I want this video to be a talk through video, so I'm gonna try my best to talk through this, but the kids are home, it's still holiday and stuff like that. So yeah, so first we're gonna go into moisturizing. So I mean, it's not a must, you can skip this step, but I like to moisturize because I want I don't want my oils to come out as much. So yeah, so I'm going in with my Lancome moisturizer. So you can use any moisturizer you have. You can use CeraVe, you can use any moisturizer you want, any moisturizer. I even have another moisturizer that I'm testing out. I'm gonna do a review on that. The moisturizer is so nice. That one is, listen, when I do my review, I'll say everything. So we moisturize our face first. I normally go in with primer, but I'm not going anywhere. Oh, I forgot to do my neck. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm gonna skip that step. I'm not gonna do primer, but this is the part that you would do priming. All right, so we need an even base, an even canvas. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna put our foundation on. Today I'm gonna be using El Maquillage. Now this is a little bit too dark, too orange for me. It is in the shade 175. I'm gonna mix it with a lighter foundation to get my my perfect or exact complexion shade. If you don't use foundation, you can skip this step, I guess. I don't think it will matter either way, but I'll be using foundation today, so because I want an even canvas. So I'm taking my Airway Studios in Honey Beige, and I'm just putting it on my hand, and then I'm going to squeeze one pump of my El Maquillage on this, and this should give me my perfect complexion shade. And I'm going to be using a brush to apply. So just make sure you have like an even base, even canvas, because we're going to be doing some techniques for this. If you got to color correct, you can do that before applying your foundation, but whatever imperfections I have, I am okay with covering it up with foundation. All right, I like applying just whatever that's left because it's all done. So whatever that's left, I like to apply to my neck. No rhyme or reason, I just want everything to be seamless. All right, so now that we have all that done, it's time for the magic. So we're gonna take a concealer that is, I'm gonna say, a lot of shades lighter, but you can do like three to four shades lighter, but I'm gonna be using like 3 shades lighter, because we don't want to overdo it. If you're dark skinned, you can use 2 shades lighter. But what I like to do is, if I'm doing a dark skinned person, I like to go in with their foundation as well. So I would mix a concealer that is 3 to 4 shades lighter, and then I mix the foundation. Let me go again. I like to mix the concealer that is 3 to 4 shades lighter, and mix it in with the foundation so that I can get that perfect shade for them. It's just a technique I like using. I mean, you don't have to do it. It's just for me, that's what I like doing when I'm doing clients. So this is what I like doing. So when I'm doing it, I like to apply my concealer right here. All right, you apply right here. It's not a must, but this is what I like to do. So I would apply a little right here, just right there, right here. Okay, and the rest of my face where I want to bring forward. So a little bit right here, down right here, and a little right there, just right there. I mean, when I do my brows, I also conceal under my brows, but my brows are not done yet. I'm gonna do my brows last, so I'm just gonna continue. I'm not one for cream contour, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna cream contour today. So what am I gonna be using? So I'm gonna be using my black opal in Carib, and you want to focus your contour like on this area. So right under here, right the corner of your eye, you don't want it to, so you're gonna put the contour right on the cheekbone itself. All right, okay, so you see, let me I'm gonna use my what you call this, I'm gonna use my comb. So right here, you don't want it to exceed right here. All right, okay, so that's what it is. Do it again on this side, on the cheekbone. You don't want to exceed right there, and that is where you're gonna be placing your contour. Also, let me get a little bit more. You can put it on your temples. When you blend this way, so you don't have to put any on your forehead. It's optional. All right, so let me just put a little bit more. And I like a sculpted face, so I'm gonna go my jawline. I'm going my jawline. All right, and we're gonna blend here. All right, so next we're gonna be taking a brush, another brush, if I can, here it is. So I like to start with my inside of my face first. So I like to go on my chin, go on my forehead. You're just lightly blending it out. It's not gonna be too much. Go on my bridge of my nose. So you're just blending right into the skin. Okay, this for me is like a natural look, and I like it. It's not too much and it's not too little. All right, I like to also go underneath my my mouth area right here. So you're gonna drag it upwards. All right, drag it upwards. And look at that, already you can see a difference. All right, so we're just gonna continue blending, blend. Okay, so now I'm going to be starting with the inner part and going upwards. All right, so I like to bring it on my eye just to diffuse it, and this goes upwards as well. All right, so we're gonna blend upwards. Keep blending upwards until you get that desired look, and remember to diffuse it. Okay. And look at that, already you see everything is going up. So when I blend the contour out, then oh Jesus. Okay, and I don't do cream blush, mainly because I don't have it. So I'm just gonna be blending out my my contour shade, and then I'm still gonna be applying blush, but I'm just gonna use powder. All right, I'm gonna be using the same brush to blend everything else. So I'm gonna go up here first. Then I'm gonna draw a line. And if you find that it is getting a bit too dry, you can spit your face. And it will and whatever that's left on the brush from the contour, what I like to do is I like to go on the sides of my nose and bring it up towards my brows. I know it looks a hot mess now, but if you think that you want more diffusing, more if you think you want more blending, you can either use a brush or a sponge. I'm trying to look for what I just had. Because there's foundation left on my brush, like whatever that's left, I just like to go in with my foundation brush and go over everything. And look at that, already I have a lifted look. Okay, look at it already. So now it's time to set. So we're gonna set in the same direction, upwards. All right, so today I'm gonna be using my Fit Me powder, finishing powder in Fair White, and it's hella light, very light. So I'm gonna be using a brush for this as well. You can use the not sponge, the puff thingy, that triangle puff, but I can't find mine. So I'm gonna be using a brush. So, oh, sorry, I didn't show you. I'm using a dome brush for this. So, yeah. So I'm gonna be going over, making sure there's no creasing, even though there should not be any creasing. But just to be on the safe side. So I'm gonna set just the same at an angle, hold my brush at an angle and go upwards. Okay, my brush, look at that. Listen, techniques does the trick all the time, and I like to go right here. I like to bring it right in between our nose right here, because you don't want no separation. All right, and go up. Right, do the same thing for the other side. And then I'm just going to set the rest of my face lightly. I like bringing this powder on my entire nose. It's just a personal preference. It will not do anything to my contour, nothing at all. Bring a little bit on the lip, and I'm also going to be taking this same powder and going right underneath my contour, right underneath it, upwards just the same. All right, look at that. I love me. Time for contouring, and I like using a bronzer shade, like a brown shade, so that's what I'm gonna be doing now. Okay, so I'm gonna take Amber Rose from Zuri Cosmetics. Okay, so another brush. You can use a like a precise brush like this, but I'm extra. I want a fluffy one. So I just go in it, fan off the excess, and I just like that, go in circular motions upwards. Circular motion upwards. Again, my jawline, right under my chin, a little bit up on my temples, just a little bit, and I go right across. And I do the same to the other side. So as you can see, my nose is still contoured, but I'm going to be using, you know what, let me go in on another brush. I'm going to be using a fluffy angled brush, I'm going to be doop one time. That's it, one time, going down into my eyebrows. Okay, one time, dust it off, going down into my eyebrows. So I'm gonna be doing my eyebrows off camera, and I'll be coming back and showing you the lifted eyeshadow bit of it. All right, so even though it looks really dusty right now, oh, you know what, let me do my my blush before I do my eyebrows. Do not come for me, I like using eyeshadow. So I'm gonna bring my blush upwards and out, upwards and out. And I'm taking my time doing this because we don't want to mess up what we already created. As you can see, right there. So and look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. I love me. Oh, I went into these and then I just dab a little bit of orange because I don't know, I've always liked a little bit of orange on my pink. And I'm gonna go back in with this and I'm just gonna diffuse some more. I'm just gonna diffuse some more. I just love it. I just love it. I just love it. All right. Gonna do my eyebrows and come back. All right. So now I have my eyebrows done. I normally extend my tail, but I didn't extend my tail. As you can see, I left it where it was, so it still gives me that lifted look. So now we're gonna be doing like a eyeshadow liner type of thing. So what I like to do is I like to get an angled brush. Let me see if I can find one. An angled brush like this, and I'm gonna use the same palette that I took this out of, and I'm gonna be going into brown. I'm gonna be going into the brown, and you know, that's a little bit too much. So I'm going to take another brush and I'm just going to diffuse this upwards. Okay, you just diffuse it upwards. I brought a little bit too much, but that's okay. I just got a clean brush and going upwards. See? Okay, so I'm going to go on it again. And I'm going to go upwards this time. Alright, so you can see it's going upwards. So now I'm going to take a little bit of black, little. And I'm going to keep it tight right on the line. What the brown is for a guideline. So the brown was just for a guideline, and you can further diffuse it onwards to the lid. It's optional. And look at that. See the difference between this eye and this eye? Lifted. So I want it to be a little bit darker, so I'm gonna put a little bit more and then diffuse it. And as you can see, I'm going upwards just as much as I did on my highlighted area, my lifted area. So I'm dragging it on the lid, dragging it on the lid. And this is optional, you don't have to do this step, but sometimes, like, I don't know if you can see, I made a little boo-boo. So what I like to do is I like to go in with another angled brush, but slightly bigger one, and it doesn't have to be angled. I'm gonna use this. So as you can see, it is. So I'm gonna take a little bit more product, so the powder. I'm gonna coat both sides of the brush. Dust off the excess, and I stamp right underneath and go upwards. Right underneath and go upwards. Then I get a brush and just dust it away. Look at that. Look at that. Let me show you this side and this side. That's all it is. If you want, you can apply a little bit of shimmer. I'm going to use a highlighter for this. A little bit of highlighter, like a little bit on my finger, and just go on top. That's it. Lifted. If you want to go foxy, you just put like a little liner within the inner corner, and that's it. Put on some lashes if you want. I'm not going to be wearing lashes today. I'm just going to be coating my lashes with some mascara. So many hours. You gotta do something for me. Another thing. How to love me somehow. That's when I love this way again. How to love me somehow. Cause I love me some him. So I'm just taking my Maybelline, is it the volumized one? Push Up Angled mascara. And I'm coating my lashes. I'm giving a good coat. Like, I'm giving it so much coats because, I don't know, I don't feel like wearing lashes. I just feel like, you know, coating my lashes with mascara. And that's it. Call it a day. Okay, so now that I do that, I normally excuse me, I normally take what you call it, I normally take a small brush. I cannot find it, but I'm going to use something else and take my gel liner. And when I tell you smallest amount, and I'm coating the brush with this. So I'm gonna go right on my waterline. Right on it. That's it. Alright, so now that I have both eyes done and yada yada yada, I'm just gonna take my foundation powder and use a brush like this, smallest amount, and I'm just gonna tying everything. So when I tell you smallest amount, let me show you, like barely anything is on the brush. tying everything together. I just like simple, seamless makeup. So even though I applied my mascara, which I shouldn't have before I sprayed my face, I'm still gonna spray my face. Like, it's my face. My face. My mascara should be dried by now, but it's still my face. Which one I'm gonna use? You know what? Let me just use this one. So I normally like to take my brush, which is a damp brush, but oh shoot, it's not damp today. So that's all I'm gonna be doing. That's all I'm gonna be doing. Okay. I don't know, but I'm gonna try to see if I can do it before and after. I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try my best. Lips. I like doing simple lips. So, normally I do not line my lips. I will get a tinted gloss. And call it a day. Now, this step is optional. I don't want to do it, but for the girls that loves it, you can do highlights. So let me show you. I can't find my other one, so I'm going to use this one. And I'm going to take this pinky shade in it. And I'm going to be using a fluffy brush for this. So I just take a little bit on it. And highest points. Okay, highest points. And this is for the girls that loves the highlight. I don't necessarily care for it. If I do it, I do it right here on my nose. And right here on the bridge, like a little bit of on the bridge. That's it for me. So highest points, and go right up there with it. All right. As I said, this is optional. This is for the girls that likes the highlight. As I said, I don't necessarily care for it because whatever else I did before helps me do that, and I don't want my forehead to be shiny. So if you want it on it, you do it. But so this is the finished look, guys. I really hope you liked my video. Listen, I mean, if you find another technique that works for you, by all means you do it, but this is my way and this is how I do it, and I get good results. All right, and when I do this on my clients, they love it. They say they look younger and they look their face have a facelift and stuff like that. All right. Right, so thank you guys so much for staying through to the end. I really hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, follow me on all my socials, and until next time, bye beauty.